Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of purpose, fully in control of your mind, free from distractions. Now contrast that with reality: mindlessly scrolling through social media, binge watching shows, constantly seeking the next dopamine hit. Your brain, once wired for deep focus and meaningful work, has become a prisoner of instant gratification. In Dopamine Detox, Thibaut Meurisse reveals a hidden truth: your lack of motivation, inability to focus, and endless procrastination are not personal failures. They are symptoms of an overstimulated brain. The modern world bombards us with high dopamine activities that hijack our reward system, leaving us restless and unfulfilled. But what if you could reset your brain? What if by temporarily stepping away from these addictive behaviors, you could reclaim your focus, discipline, and drive? This book is your roadmap to escaping the dopamine trap and unlocking your highest potential. The question is, are you ready? Chapter 1: What is dopamine detox? Dopamine is a chemical in the brain that plays a big role in motivation and pleasure. It is responsible for making people feel excited and eager to do things in the past. Dopamine was mostly released when humans accomplished tasks that helped them survive, like finding food or shelter. But now modern life is full of things that trigger dopamine at a much faster rate. Social media, video games, junk food, and constant entertainment overload the brain with too much dopamine. This makes simple activities like reading, studying, or working feel boring because they don't provide the same level of instant pleasure. When the brain gets too much dopamine from artificial sources, it starts craving more. This leads to a cycle where people become addicted to quick rewards. They check their phones every few minutes, binge watch shows, or eat unhealthy snacks even when they're not hungry. Over time, the brain gets used to high dopamine levels, and normal activities that used to be enjoyable start feeling dull and uninteresting. This is why many people struggle with procrastination, lack of focus, and low motivation. The reason behind this is that the brain adapts to whatever level of dopamine it is exposed to regularly. If someone constantly floods their brain with dopamine through easy pleasures, their baseline level of dopamine rises. This means that to feel happy or engaged, they need even more dopamine every day. Tasks that require effort start to feel too hard, and people avoid them in favor of easier, more stimulating activities. This is why so many people spend hours scrolling through social media instead of working on important projects or personal goals. Breaking free from this cycle requires resetting the brain's dopamine levels. This is done by reducing exposure to high dopamine activities and allowing the brain to return to a normal state. When dopamine levels drop, the brain starts to appreciate simple activities again. Things like reading a book, going for a walk, or having a conversation become enjoyable instead of feeling like a chore. This process is called dopamine detox, and it helps people regain control over their focus, motivation, and productivity. To start a dopamine detox, it is important to first identify activities that provide too much dopamine. These can be things like social media, video games, junk food, online shopping, and mindless internet browsing. The goal is not to completely remove pleasure from life, but to take a break from activities that provide instant gratification. By doing this, the brain gets a chance to reset and normal activities become enjoyable again. The detox process is not easy. When someone stops engaging in high dopamine activities, they may feel bored, restless, or even irritated. This is because the brain is used to constant stimulation and struggles to adjust to a lower level of dopamine. However, this discomfort is temporary. After a few days, the brain begins to adapt, and the urge to seek constant stimulation decreases with time. It becomes easier to focus on meaningful activities without feeling distracted or unmotivated. Once the brain has reset, it becomes easier to engage in activities that require effort but offer long-term benefits. People find it easier to work on personal projects, exercise regularly, and focus on their studies or careers. The key to making the effects of dopamine detox last is to be mindful of how much stimulation is reintroduced after the detox. It is okay to use social media or watch entertainment, but it should be done in moderation. The goal is to strike a balance where high dopamine activities do not take over daily life. One effective way to maintain balance is to replace high dopamine activities with low dopamine ones. Instead of checking social media first thing in the morning, it helps to start the day with journaling or exercise. Instead of watching TV during meals, having a conversation with family or friends makes meals more meaningful. Simple changes like these help keep dopamine levels stable and prevent falling back into the cycle of instant gratification. Dopamine detox is not about removing fun or excitement from life, it is about regaining control over what provides happiness and motivation. When people reduce their reliance on quick dopamine hits, they become more focused, disciplined, and fulfilled. Chapter 2: The Science Behind Dopamine Detox. The human brain is constantly seeking pleasure. Every time an action is repeated that brings joy, the brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter that signals reward and reinforces the behavior. The modern world is designed to trigger excessive dopamine release, making it difficult to focus on tasks that require patience and effort. Social media, junk food, video games, and endless scrolling on the internet provide instant gratification, creating a cycle of addiction where the brain craves more and more stimulation. Dopamine is not inherently bad, it plays a critical role in motivation and learning. It pushes people to seek rewards, but the problem arises when the brain is bombarded with too much of it. When constantly exposed to high dopamine activities, the brain adapts by reducing its sensitivity. This means that over time, the same activities that once brought excitement start feeling less enjoyable. This is called dopamine tolerance. As a result, simple, everyday tasks like reading, exercising, or working on long-term goals begin to feel dull and uninteresting in comparison. The brain works by maintaining a balance. When one engages in a high dopamine activity, the pleasure level spikes temporarily, but it's soon drops, often leading to a sense of dissatisfaction or boredom. This is why after spending hours on social media or binge-watching television, there is often a feeling of emptiness. The brain becomes conditioned to expect constant stimulation, making it harder to focus on anything that does not provide an immediate reward. A key aspect of understanding dopamine is recognizing its role in habit formation. When an action triggers a dopamine release, the brain remembers it and creates a loop. This is how addictions form. Checking a phone, repeatedly eating sugary foods, or playing video games become deeply ingrained habits because they offer an easy way to feel good without effort. This habit loop strengthens over time, making it increasingly difficult to break free. To regain control, reducing dopamine overstimulation is necessary. The brain needs time to reset. When high dopamine triggers are removed, the brain slowly starts to recalibrate and sensitivity to pleasure returns to normal levels. This process is uncomfortable at first because the brain craves its usual sources of instant gratification. This is why quitting social media, processed food, or any other addictive behavior feels difficult. The brain resists change, seeking comfort in familiar habits. The discomfort that arises during this period is a sign that the brain is adjusting. When high dopamine activities are reduced, the initial response is withdrawal-like symptoms such as irritability, restlessness, or boredom. However, if this phase is endured, something interesting happens. The brain starts to find pleasure in small, meaningful activities. Again, reading, deep conversations, and working on personal goals begin to feel rewarding. This is because the baseline dopamine levels are returning to a balanced state. One of the biggest misconceptions about dopamine is that it only brings pleasure. In reality, dopamine is more about anticipation than reward. It creates the motivation to seek out pleasurable experiences, but it does not necessarily make those experiences satisfying. This is why scrolling endlessly through social media or watching one more episode of a TV show does not always feel as fulfilling as expected. The brain keeps craving more, always looking for the next hit, but true satisfaction remains elusive. Reducing reliance on high dopamine stimulation requires building tolerance for boredom and discomfort. Modern distractions have made it easy to avoid moments of stillness waiting in. Line sitting in silence or simply doing nothing feels uncomfortable because the brain is used to being constantly entertained, but learning to embrace these moments without seeking immediate gratification strengthens mental discipline and focus. There is a natural way to rewire the brain to find motivation in low dopamine activities when challenging but rewarding tasks are consistently engaged in the brain begins to associate them with pleasure at first. Activities like studying, exercising, or practicing a new skill might feel difficult, but with time they become enjoyable. This is because the brain learns to link effort with reward rather than seeking pleasure through shortcuts. The modern world is filled with artificially high sources of dopamine. Processed food is designed to be more stimulating than natural food. Social media is engineered to keep users engaged for as long as possible. Video games are structured to provide a constant sense of achievement. These industries capitalize on the way the brain responds to dopamine, creating an environment where overstimulation becomes the norm. Recognizing this manipulation is the first step to breaking free. Dopamine detox is not about eliminating pleasure, it is about resetting the brain's reward system so that natural and meaningful experiences become enjoyable again. It is about gaining control over impulses rather than being controlled by them. When the brain is no longer addicted to constant stimulation, focus improves, motivation increases, and there is a greater sense of fulfillment in everyday life. Regaining balance in dopamine levels requires patience. The brain does not reset overnight, it takes consistent effort to break free from instant gratification and find joy in long-term progress. But once the process begins, there is a noticeable difference. Attention span improves, procrastination decreases, and life feels richer and more meaningful. The key is to be aware of how modern distractions manipulate dopamine and to make conscious choices that support mental well-being. Chapter 3: The Symptoms of Dopamine Overload. Dopamine overload is a pressing issue in our modern world, characterized by excessive stimulation from various sources. The symptoms manifest in ways that can significantly impact daily life and overall well-being. One of the most recognizable symptoms is procrastination, a behavior many people grapple with regularly. This tendency to delay important tasks often stems from the allure of instant gratification that modern technology provides. For example, when faced with the prospect of studying for an important exam or completing a work project, many individuals might choose to scroll endlessly through social media platforms or binge watch their favorite shows instead. This preference for immediate pleasure leads to a cycle of avoidance where the brain learns to favor activities that require minimal effort for maximum reward. As procrastination becomes a habitual response, motivation wanes. Individuals start to find it increasingly difficult to muster the energy to tackle significant challenges. The initial excitement that once accompanied pursuing goals may fade, replaced by a sense of apathy. Tasks that once inspired creativity and enthusiasm can begin to feel mundane and uninteresting. This shift is troubling because it can lead to a sense of emptiness as individuals realize that their lives are dominated by fleeting distractions rather than fulfilling pursuits. The longer they remain trapped in this cycle, the more difficult it becomes to break free and reclaim their passion for life. In conjunction with procrastination, the inability to focus emerges is a major challenge. The digital age has conditioned individuals to seek constant stimulation, with notifications and alerts vying for attention at every turn. As a result, when attempting to concentrate on important tasks or engage in meaningful conversations, thoughts may frequently drift away. The fragmented attention span leaves individuals feeling unproductive and disconnected from their goals. Over time, this lack of focus can erode self-esteem as people struggle to meet deadlines or maintain the quality of their work. They may find themselves overwhelmed by a growing list of unfinished projects and responsibilities, leading to further anxiety and frustration. Restlessness and anxiety often accompany These symptoms of dopamine overload when individuals attempt to cut back on high dopamine activities they may experience. Withdrawal-like symptoms, the absence of constant stimulation, can result in irritability and a pervasive sense of discomfort. This struggle to adapt to a slower pace of life can be daunting, particularly when the brain has grown accustomed to immediate rewards. Many people find it challenging to enjoy quiet moments or engage in reflective activities without feeling compelled to reach for their devices as they navigate this discomfort, and anxiety can heighten, creating a cycle where the need for stimulation becomes even more pronounced. Recognizing the patterns that contribute to dopamine overload is crucial for breaking free from its grip. Individuals can start by observing their daily routines and identifying moments when they seek out high dopamine activities. They may notice how often they check their phones or feel compelled to engage in social media during times of boredom or stress. This self-awareness serves as a vital first step in understanding the impact of their habits. By acknowledging the triggers that lead them to indulge in excessive stimulation, they can begin to make more conscious choices about how to spend their time. With awareness comes the power to affect change. Individuals can gradually replace high dopamine activities with more meaningful alternatives that may not provide immediate gratification but offer deeper satisfaction in the long run. For instance, instead of scrolling through social media, they might choose to immerse themselves in a captivating book or take a leisurely walk in nature. Initially, these alternatives may feel less stimulating, but over time they can lead to a greater sense of fulfillment. Engaging in creative hobbies, pursuing physical exercise, or fostering meaningful relationships can enrich lives and foster a sense of purpose. The journey toward claiming control over dopamine levels often requires introspection and reflection. Individuals can benefit from journaling their experiences, allowing them to articulate their thoughts and feelings as they navigate the detox process. This practice of self-reflection can shed light on their motivations, struggles, and successes. By tracking their progress, they can observe how their relationship with dopamine changes over time. They may begin to notice moments of clarity and heightened focus, indicating that their efforts are paying off. Throughout this process, individuals can learn to cultivate mindfulness, which encourages being present in the moment. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises, can help manage cravings and foster patience. As they practice being more aware of their thoughts and feelings, they may find it easier to resist the impulse to seek immediate rewards. Developing mindfulness skills can also enhance overall well-being, promoting a sense of calm and balance. As individuals become more adept at recognizing the signs of dopamine overload, they can apply their newfound knowledge to maintain long-term discipline. It is essential to realize that a temporary detox may yield benefits, but lasting change requires ongoing effort. Developing good habits becomes crucial in this regard. Individuals can establish routines that prioritize low dopamine activities, ensuring that they engage in meaningful pursuits regularly. Creating a supportive environment by minimizing distractions such as turning off notifications or setting boundaries around technology use can further enhance their ability to focus. Another powerful tool in combating dopamine overload is the application of the 80-20 rule, which suggests that 80% of results often come from 20% of efforts. This PR principle encourages individuals to focus on the few activities that provide the most significant returns rather than spreading themselves too thin across numerous distractions. By prioritizing their time and energy on high-impact tasks, they can maximize productivity while still allowing for occasional indulgence in pleasurable activities. Structured approach such as a 7-day plan for a dopamine detox can provide a practical roadmap for those looking to make changes. This plan involves awareness, preparation, implementation, overcoming resistance, finding joy in low dopamine activities, reflection, and creating a long-term strategy. By committing to this plan, individuals can navigate the detox process more effectively and experience the benefits of reduced Dopamine stimulation as individuals embrace the journey of recognizing and addressing dopamine overload, they can experience a transformative shift in their lives. This journey is not merely about restricting pleasurable activities, rather, it is about fostering a more intentional and balanced relationship with pleasure and productivity. They begin to understand that true happiness does not come from the relentless pursuit of instant gratification, but from engaging in activities that resonate with their values and aspirations. By prioritizing self-awareness and making conscious choices, individuals can gradually break free from the cycle of dopamine dependence. They discover the joy of pursuing meaningful goals and the satisfaction that comes from engaging deeply with life. Over time, they cultivate a sense of fulfillment that transcends the fleeting pleasures offered by high dopamine activities. As they navigate this path, they learn valuable lessons about moderation, balance, and the importance of nurturing a healthy relationship with technology and pleasure-seeking behaviors. Ultimately, overcoming dopamine overload is a journey of self-discovery. Individuals learn to appreciate the richness of life beyond the screens and the joy of simple, authentic experiences. As they reclaim their focus and motivation, they pave the way for a more fulfilling and rewarding life, one that allows for growth, creativity, and genuine connection. This transformation serves as a testament to the power of awareness and the possibility of change, highlighting the importance of taking charge of one's own happiness and well-being in a world filled with distractions. Chapter 4: The benefits of a dopamine detox. In the exploration of the benefits of a dopamine detox, individuals begin to confront the modern challenges posed by an environment saturated with constant stimulation. This overstimulation primarily stems from technology, entertainment, and the fast-paced lifestyle prevalent in contemporary society. The relentless barrage of notifications, social media updates, and instant access to information has created a landscape where people struggle to find joy in simple, meaningful tasks. As individuals embark on a dopamine detox, they gradually learn to navigate this overwhelming world, leading to profound personal transformation. The journey of a dopamine detox commences with a clear understanding of the concept of dopamine and its role in the brain's reward system. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is often referred to as the feel-good chemical, playing a crucial role in the brain's pleasure and reward pathways. However, the current societal trend toward instant gratification and high dopamine activities can lead to a state of overstimulation where individuals become desensitized to lower levels of pleasure. The aim of the detox is to recalibrate the brain's reward system by temporarily abstaining from these high dopamine activities, allowing individuals to regain a sense of balance and appreciation for life. One of the most remarkable benefits of engaging in a dopamine detox is the enhancement of focus and productivity. As individuals intentionally reduce their reliance on distracting activities, they begin to experience a significant improvement in their ability to concentrate on tasks that were previously mundane or challenging. The incessant distractions of notifications and the impulse to check social media diminish, resulting in a clearer mental state with fewer interruptions. Individuals find themselves immersed in their work, allowing them to produce high-quality results. Tasks that once felt daunting or tedious become manageable, and a sense of accomplishment arises as they complete projects more efficiently. The journey of detoxification also reveals the powerful connection between reducing dopamine dependence and developing greater self-control. As individuals abstain from instant gratification, cultivate a newfound discipline that transcends the detox process. This self-control manifests in various aspects of life, leading to healthier choices in nutrition, exercise, and time management. For instance, individuals may find it easier to resist the temptation of unhealthy snacks, opting for nutritious alternatives instead. Similarly, the ability to prioritize long-term goals over fleeting pleasures fosters a sense of confidence. As individuals recognize their capacity to withstand impulses, they reinforce their commitment to maintaining a balanced lifestyle that aligns with their values. Furthermore, the detox experience encourages individuals to rediscover the joy inherent in simple activities. With a conscious effort to limit high dopamine experiences, people begin to appreciate the beauty of everyday moments that may have previously gone unnoticed. Engaging in activities such as reading, taking leisurely walks, or enjoying meaningful conversations takes on a new significance as the brain recalibrates its reward system. These seeming ordinary activities offer genuine satisfaction, providing a refreshing contrast to the previous highs of instant gratification. Individuals find themselves more present in their lives, forming stronger connections with loved ones and daring fulfillment from hobbies that resonate with their interests. Mental clarity is another transformative benefit observed during the detox process as individuals distance themselves from the overstimulation of constant digital interaction. Actions they report feeling sharper and more alert. This newfound clarity enhances decision-making abilities, enabling individuals to analyze situations more effectively and approach problems with a clear mind. With distractions minimized, the brain is free to engage in creative and innovative thinking. The absence of overwhelming stimuli fosters a tranquil mental state, allowing individuals to explore ideas and solutions that may have been overshadowed by noise in the past. The experience of a dopamine detox also brings about a transformative perspective on time management. Individuals start to recognize the value of their time as they become aware of how much it has been squandered on trivial activities. This realization prompts a shift in mindset, leading to intentional planning and prioritization. Instead of succumbing to the lure of mindless scrolling or binge watching, individuals begin to allocate their time toward activities that align with their values and aspirations. This newfound appreciation for time cultivates a more purposeful approach to daily routines, empowering individuals to achieve their goals and maintain a sense of fulfillment. As individuals progress through the detox process, they often experience a renewed sense of motivation. The removal of high dopamine distractions paves the way for intrinsic motivation to flourish. People begin to reconnect with their passions and interests, discovering joy in pursuing projects that genuinely resonate with them. This intrinsic motivation not only enhances personal satisfaction but also fosters a sense of autonomy as individuals take charge of their choices and invest time in endeavors that hold personal significance. This shift empowers individuals to prioritize their goals and aspirations, leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Strengthening relationships is another notable benefit that emerges from the detox experience. As individuals become more present and engaged in their interactions, the quality of their connections improve significantly. With distractions minimized, conversations evolve into meaningful exchanges, allowing for deeper understanding and empathy. Individuals find themselves actively listening and being attentive to others, fostering stronger bonds with friends and family. This emphasis on connection enriches social lives, creating a sense of belonging and community that may have been lacking during periods of high dopamine stimulation. As relationships flourish, individuals also cultivate a support system that encourages their continued growth and well-being. Moreover, the detox journey instills a sense of resilience in individuals as they confront the challenges of withdrawing from their usual dopamine-fueled activities. They develop the ability to cope with discomfort and boredom. This resilience extends beyond the detox period, equipping individuals with skills to handle life's ups and downs more effectively. They learn to embrace discomfort as an opportunity for growth rather than a signal to retreat into old habits. This newfound resilience enables individuals to navigate challenges with greater ease, empowering them to face obstacles head-on and develop a more adaptive approach to life. Throughout the detox process, the focus on developing healthy habits becomes increasingly apparent as individuals replace high dopamine activities with low dopamine alternatives. They create routines that contribute to their overall well-being, engaging in regular physical exercise, practicing mindfulness, and cultivating creative hobbies become integral parts of their daily lives. These habits not only support their detox journey but also establish a foundation for long-term success by prioritizing activities that promote physical and mental health. Individuals enhance their overall quality of life and create a positive feedback loop that encourages sustained well-being. The experience of self-reflection emerges as a pivotal element of the detox journey. Taking time to evaluate habits, values, and goals allows individuals to align their actions with their true selves. This self-awareness fosters a deeper understanding of motivations and desires, leading to more intentional decision-making. Individuals find themselves setting meaningful goals that resonate with their aspirations, creating a roadmap for personal growth and fulfillment. This introspective process also encourages individuals to recognize their strengths and weaknesses, guiding them in making conscious choices that support their overall well-being. As individuals embrace the principles of a dopamine detox, they often inspire those around them to reevaluate their own habits and lifestyles. Conversations about the impact of technology and instant gratification become more prevalent, leading to a collective awareness of the need for balance. This ripple effect creates a supportive environment where individuals encourage one another to prioritize meaningful activities and cultivate healthier relationships with technology. Chapter 5: How to implement a dopamine detox in our modern, fast-paced world. Many people find themselves ensnared in a web of distractions and instant gratification. This relentless cycle often leads to a feeling of being overwhelmed and unfulfilled. A dopamine detox is a structured approach to breaking free from this cycle, allowing individuals to reset their brains, regain focus, and reclaim control over their time and energy. The process can be transformative, leading to improved productivity, enhanced creativity, and a greater appreciation for life's simple pleasures. The journey begins with a crucial step: identifying the high dopamine activities that dominate one's daily life. To start, individuals are encouraged to take a step back and reflect on their habits. This involves a deep dive into their daily routines to recognize which activities provide immediate gratification: social media scrolling, binge watching television shows, indulging in junk food, playing video games, and constantly checking emails are just a few examples of behaviors that can flood the brain with dopamine, creating a cycle of dependency. The act of writing down these activities helps bring awareness to how often they engage in these behaviors. This self-awareness is a vital foundation for the detox journey, as it allows individuals to confront their habits honestly. After identifying the high dopamine activities, the next step is to set clear and specific detox rules. This process requires individuals to make decisions about how long they will detox and what activities they will eliminate or restrict. The detox could last a single day, a weekend, or even a week, depending on personal goals and preferences. It is essential to be precise in defining the rules. For example, someone might choose to completely eliminate social media for the duration of the detox or restrict video game play to only 1 hour per week. Having a clear set of rules provides structure and helps reinforce commitment to the detox. With the detox rules established, individuals can begin to replace high dopamine activities with low dopamine alternatives. This step is critical because it ensures that individuals do not simply experience a void, but instead fill their time with fulfilling and meaningful activities. Low dopamine activities are those that may not provide immediate pleasure but offer long-term satisfaction and engagement. Reading books, taking walks in nature, practicing yoga or meditation, engaging in creative hobbies like painting or writing, and spending quality time with friends and family are all excellent options. These activities help develop deeper connections with oneself and others, fostering a sense of fulfillment that high dopamine activities often lack. As individuals embark on their detox journey, tracking progress is vital. Keeping a journal throughout the detox experience allows for reflection and insight. Writing down Daily experiences. Thoughts and feelings helps individuals observe their emotional states and how their motivations shift. Over time, this practice not only enhances self-awareness but also provides a record of how the detox impacts their overall well-being. Reflecting on these changes can reveal patterns that inform future decisions and habits, reinforcing the importance of the detox process. Throughout the detox, it is normal for individuals to encounter withdrawal symptoms as their brains adjust to reduce stimulation. These symptoms can manifest as irritability, boredom, restlessness, or cravings for the activities being eliminated. Recognizing that these feelings are part of the process is essential for maintaining commitment to cope with withdrawal. Practicing mindfulness techniques can be immensely helpful. Mindfulness, such as deep breathing exercises, meditation, or gentle stretching, can provide relief and grounding. These techniques help manage cravings and emotions, making it easier to stay focused on the detox goals. As individuals navigate through their detox journey, they often start to notice significant changes. Many find their ability to concentrate improves dramatically. Tasks that once seemed overwhelming become more manageable, and the clarity of thought allows for deeper engagement in activities as the brain adjusts to a lower dopamine baseline. Individuals begin to appreciate simple pleasures they may have overlooked in the past. Enjoying a good book, spending time in nature, or sharing meaningful conversations with friends becomes more rewarding. This transformation is a testament to the power of a dopamine detox as individuals reconnect with their true desires and values. To maintain the benefits achieved during the detox, establishing long-term habits is crucial. After experiencing the positive effects of a dopamine detox, individuals are encouraged to integrate healthy routines into their daily lives. This means continuing to engage in low dopamine activities while allowing for occasional indulgences in moderation. Developing good habits such as setting aside dedicated time for reading, exercising regularly, or practicing mindfulness helps reinforce a healthier lifestyle. It is essential to create an environment that minimizes distractions. This could involve removing social media apps from smartphones, setting limits on screen time, or establishing boundaries around work and leisure. By fostering a low dopamine environment, individuals can better focus on their goals and maintain a sense of balance. Understanding the 80-20 rule can also enhance the effectiveness of the detox. This principle suggests that focusing on the most important activities yields the greatest results. By prioritizing time and energy on meaningful tasks, individuals can ensure they're making progress toward their long-term goals. This balanced approach allows for a small percentage of time to enjoy high dopamine activities without falling back into old habits. The key is to enjoy these activities mindfully, ensuring they do not take over one's life. As individuals reflect on their detox journey, they may want to personalize the process for specific goals. Tailoring the detox approach can help enhance its effective and make it more relevant to individual circumstances. For instance, someone looking to improve productivity may choose to eliminate distractions during work hours while reserving specific times for leisure activities. In contrast, someone focused on health and wellness might prioritize physical activities and mindful eating practices. This personalization allows individuals to align their detox efforts with their aspirations, making the experience more fulfilling and effective. Throughout this process, individuals will learn that a dopamine detox is not merely about deprivation, but rather about gaining control over one's life. It offers an opportunity to break free from the chains of instant gratification and to cultivate a more profound sense of purpose and fulfillment. By identifying high dopamine activities, establishing clear rules, replacing them with meaningful alternatives, and tracking progress, individuals set the stage for lasting change. Overcoming withdrawal symptoms, establishing good habits, and personalizing the detox approach further solidifies the benefits gained during the process. Ultimately, the implementation of a dopamine detox leads to a deeper connection with oneself and the world. It fosters a renewed appreciation for life's simple joys, and allows individuals to cultivate the discipline needed to pursue long-term goals. The experience of reconnecting with meaningful activities not only enhances overall well-being but also empowers individuals to take charge of their lives, making choices that align with their values and aspirations. Through this transformative journey, the path to fulfillment becomes clearer, revealing a life that is richer, more engaging, and ultimately more satisfying. Chapter 6: Overcoming Withdrawal Symptoms. Overcoming withdrawal symptoms during a dopamine detox is a transformative experience that requires patience, resilience, and a willingness to confront discomfort. As individuals embark on this journey, they encounter various challenges stemming from the reduction of high dopamine activities that once provided immediate gratification. Recognizing and effectively managing these withdrawal symptoms is essential to achieving lasting change and cultivating healthier habits. The process begins with a clear understanding of what withdrawal symptoms entail. As the brain adjusts to the absence of high dopamine stimuli, individuals may experience a range of sensations. Irritability often becomes a prominent feeling as the brain struggles to cope without the quick hits of pleasure. It has grown accustomed to the absence of these stimulating activities can lead to frustration and a short temper. Acknowledging that these feelings are a natural part of the detox process is crucial. Instead of viewing irritability as a personal failure, individuals can learn to see it as a signal from their bodies that they are undergoing a significant change. Boredom is another common symptom that arises during a dopamine detox. Without the distractions of social media, video games, and other instant gratification sources, individuals may find themselves at a loss for how to fill their time. This void can be uncomfortable as it forces individuals to confront the reality of their lives without the constant buzz of stimulation. However, this boredom also presents a unique opportunity for growth. Instead of reverting to old habits, individuals can explore new activities or rediscover forgotten passions. Engaging in creative endeavors such as painting, writing, or crafting can help alleviate boredom, while fostering a sense of accomplishment. As individuals navigate their detox, anxiety often creeps in, particularly during the early stages. The uncertainty of facing withdrawal symptoms can lead to feelings of restlessness and unease. This is where mindfulness and meditation become invaluable tools. By incorporating mindfulness practices into their daily routines, individuals can develop a greater awareness of their thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness encourages individuals to observe their feelings without judgment, creating a space where they can acknowledge cravings and discomfort without being overwhelmed by them. This practice can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths or spending a few minutes in quiet reflection. Over time, mindfulness helps individuals build resilience, making it easier to weather the storm of withdrawal. In addition to mindfulness, individuals can benefit from creating a structured daily routine. A well-defined schedule can provide a sense of stability amidst the chaos of withdrawal. By filling their days with low dopamine activities such as reading, exercising, or spending time in nature, individuals can redirect their focus away from cravings. These activities not only help manage withdrawal symptoms but also contribute to a greater sense of fulfillment and well-being. Establishing a routine encourages individuals to stay engaged in meaningful pursuits, which can counteract feelings of boredom and restlessness. Recognizing that withdrawal symptoms are often temporary can be a powerful motivator for individuals on this journey. It is important to understand that the brain is capable of adapting and recalibrating itself. The discomfort associated with withdrawal will eventually diminish as the brain adjusts to a new baseline of dopamine levels. This perspective can foster a sense of hope and determination, encouraging individuals to push through the difficult moments and remain committed to their detox. Gradual reduction techniques can also prove effective in managing withdrawal symptoms. Instead of abruptly cutting out all high dopamine activities, individuals can gradually decrease their exposure over time, for example, if social media is a significant source of stimulation. One might start by limiting their usage to specific times of the day rather than eliminating it. Altogether, this approach allows the brain to adjust more smoothly, reducing the intensity of withdrawal symptoms. As individuals become more comfortable with their new routines, they can gradually increase the restrictions, allowing for a more sustainable detox experience. Accountability is another key factor in overcoming withdrawal challenges. Having a support system in play can provide the encouragement and motivation needed to stay committed. Connecting with friends, family, or online communities who understand the detox process can create a sense of camaraderie and shared experience. Regular check-ins with a supportive friend can help individuals stay on track and offer a space for sharing struggles and triumphs when cravings arise or moments of weakness occur. Knowing that someone else is rooting for their success can make a significant difference as individuals progress through their detox journey. They may begin to uncover newfound joys in low dopamine activities. This exploration can lead to a deeper appreciation for the simple pleasures of life. For example, spending time in nature can offer a refreshing perspective, allowing individuals to reconnect with their surroundings and find solace in the beauty of the world. Cooking healthy meals can become a rewarding and creative outlet, transforming a mundane task into a pleasurable experience. As individuals embrace these low dopamine activities, they often discover that fulfillment does not always stem from instant gratification, but rather from engaging deeply with life. Reflection is another essential element of overcoming withdrawal symptoms. Taking time to reflect on the detox experience can provide valuable insights and reinforce commitment. Journal can serve as a powerful tool for self-discovery, allowing individuals to document their feelings, cravings, and coping strategies. By reflecting on their progress, individuals can gain a clearer understanding of the triggers that lead to high dopamine behavior. This awareness can be instrumental in preventing future relapses as it equips individuals with the knowledge needed to navigate challenging situations more effectively throughout this journey. Self-compassion becomes paramount as individuals confront discomfort and withdrawal symptoms. They must practice kindness toward themselves. Developing a compassionate inner dialogue can help mitigate feelings of frustration or self-blame. Instead of chastising themselves for experiencing withdrawal, individuals can acknowledge their efforts and commitment to personal growth. This self-compassion fosters resilience, allowing individuals to persevere through difficult moments with grace. Ultimately, the process of overcoming withdrawal symptoms during a dopamine detox is an empowering journey of self-discovery. As individuals confront their discomfort and challenge their habits, they develop a deeper understanding of themselves and their relationship with pleasure and fulfillment. By learning to navigate withdrawal symptoms effectively, individuals can emerge from the detox experience with newfound strength and resilience. They cultivate the skills needed to manage cravings, focus on meaningful pursuits, and embrace the richness of life without relying on instant gratification. Chapter 7: How to maintain long-term discipline. To maintain long-term discipline after completing a dopamine detox, it is essential to embrace a holistic approach that combines various strategies and practices. This journey begins with a commitment to develop new habits that effectively replace old unproductive behaviors. By understanding the nature of discipline and the mechanisms behind habit formation, individuals can create a sustainable lifestyle that promotes focus, productivity, and overall well-being. One of the foundational steps in maintaining long-term discipline is establishing good habits that serve as the cornerstone for a productive life. Habits shape our daily routines and ultimately dictate our outcomes. Therefore, it is crucial to consciously design routines that prioritize meaningful activities while minimizing distractions. The first step in this process is to evaluate current habits, critically identify behaviors that contribute to dopamine overstimulation, such as excessive screen time, impulsive social media checking, or mindless consumption of Entertainment, by recognizing these patterns, individuals can begin to formulate a plan to replace them with healthier alternatives. Developing a structured daily routine plays a significant role in fostering discipline. A well-thought-out schedule provides a framework for the day, allowing individuals to allocate time effectively for tasks that matter most. This structure should incorporate periods of deep work where focus is uninterrupted and distractions are minimized. For example, setting aside specific blocks of time dedicated to work projects, creative pursuits, or personal development helps create a rhythm that enhances productivity. During these periods, it is vital to create an environment conducive to focus, such as a quiet workspace free from distractions. This focus time allows individuals to engage deeply with their work, leading to greater satisfaction and accomplishment. Moreover, creating a low dopamine environment is essential for maintaining discipline. This means actively removing temptations that trigger high dopamine responses, for instance, keeping smartphones and other devices out of reach during designated work hours can significantly reduce distractions. By curating the physical space in which one operates, it becomes easier to resist the urge to engage in unproductive behaviors. Establishing a dedicated workspace filled with tools and resources that encourage productivity can further enhance the ability to concentrate. The environment should reflect a commitment to discipline and serve as a reminder of one's goals and aspirations. Another critical aspect of sustaining long-term discipline is developing self-control and resilience. This can be achieved through practices such as mindfulness and self-reflection. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and aware of one's thoughts and feelings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, individuals can cultivate the ability to recognize when distractions arise and pause before reacting. This heightened awareness allows for more intentional decision-making, empowering individuals to choose productive actions over impulsive behaviors. Additionally, engaging in regular self-reflection helps to assess progress and identify areas for improvement. Setting aside time each week to review what worked well and what didn't can inform future strategies, ensuring a continuous cycle of growth and development. The application of the 80-20 rule can also be a game changer in maintaining discipline. This principle posits that 80% of results often come from just 20% of efforts. By identifying and focusing on the most impactful tasks, individuals can maximize their productivity without feeling overwhelmed. This requires thoughtful prioritization, ensuring that critical tasks are addressed first. When individuals concentrate their energy on high-value activities, they create a sense of accomplishment that fuels further motivation. Accountability plays a vital role in reinforcing long-term discipline. Sharing goals and progress with friends, family, or colleagues creates a support system that encourages commitment. Regular check-ins with an accountability partner help individuals stay on track and provide an opportunity to celebrate successes together. This social aspect of discipline can be incredibly motivating, as having someone else invested in one's progress fosters a sense of responsibility. Additionally, joining groups or communities centered around personal growth can enhance accountability. Engaging with like-minded individuals who share similar goals encourages collective effort and provides opportunities for learning and collaboration. Setting clear long-term goals is essential for providing direction and maintaining motivation. Individuals should define their aspirations across various areas of life, such as career, health, and personal development. These goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Smart breaking down long-term objectives into smaller, manageable tasks makes the process less daunting and allows for progress tracking. Each completed task serves as a building block toward achieving the overarching goal, creating a sense of momentum that fuels continued effort. Recognizing and celebrating achievements, no matter how small, is another important strategy for maintaining discipline. Acknowledging progress along the journey boosts motivation and reinforces the desire to continue pursuing goals. Celebrations can take many forms, such as treating oneself to Something enjoyable, taking time for self-care, or simply reflecting on the hard work that has been put in. These celebrations help create a positive feedback loop where the acknowledgement of accomplishments motivates individuals to strive for even greater success. Maintaining flexibility is crucial in the pursuit of long-term discipline. Life is inherently unpredictable, and circumstances may require adjustments to plans and routines. Embracing adaptability allows individuals to stay committed even when faced with setbacks or unexpected challenges. This flexibility may involve altering schedules or modifying goals to better align with current realities. When individuals view change as a natural part of the journey, they cultivate resilience and a growth mindset that enables them to navigate obstacles effectively. Establishing a community of like-minded individuals further enhances long-term discipline. Surrounding oneself with people who share similar goals fosters motivation and accountability. This community can take many forms, such as online forums, local groups, or classes. Engaging with others focused on personal growth encourages a collaborative environment where strategies are shared, successes are celebrated, and challenges are navigated together. The sense of camaraderie and support can significantly bolster an individual's commitment to discipline. Regularly revisiting and refining goals is essential for sustaining discipline over time. As individuals grow and evolve, their aspirations may shift, necessitating a reassessment of what is truly important. Taking the time to reflect on values and priorities ensures that efforts remain aligned with current goals. This reflection may lead to the discovery of new passions or interests, inspiring fresh motivation and direction. To solidify new habits, individuals should focus on consistency rather than perfection. The pursuit of perfection can be paralyzing and may lead to frustration when expectations are not met. It is natural to have days when motivation wanes or distractions become overwhelming. Embracing progress over perfection allows for a more sustainable approach to discipline. Even small, consistent actions can lead to significant changes over time. Recognizing that setbacks are a normal part of the journey fosters resilience and encourages individuals to keep moving forward. The journey of maintaining long-term discipline is ongoing and requires dedication, self-awareness, and the willingness to adapt to change. By establishing good habits, creating supportive environments, setting clear goals, and building accountability, individuals can successfully navigate the challenges of maintaining focus and productivity. This commitment to discipline ultimately leads to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life where individuals can thrive and achieve their aspirations. Chapter 8: A 7-Day Dopamine Detox Plan. Embarking on a dopamine detox is akin to a personal expedition, a journey aimed at reclaiming focus, motivation, and the joy of simple pleasures that the modern world often obscures. This week-long plan is structured to help individuals gradually step away from their reliance on high dopamine activities which dominate their lives and to discover a renewed sense of purpose and contentment. As the journey begins on the first day, individuals are encouraged to engage in a process of self-discovery and reflection. They're tasked with meticulously tracking their daily activities, noting the time spent on various pursuits such as social media, video games, streaming service, and even excessive snacking. This exercise serves as an eye-opener, revealing the extent to which these instant gratification sources consume their time and attention. By the end of the day, they compile a comprehensive list of high dopamine triggers that define their daily routines. This awareness is pivotal as it highlights the need for change and sets the tone for the days to come. Individuals also take a moment to write down their goals for the detox, articulating their motivations and what they hope to achieve, be it enhance productivity, improve focus, or a greater appreciation for life's simpler pleasures. On the second day, preparation takes center stage. With awareness gained from the previous day, individuals begin to declutter their environments and remove potential distractions that could derail their detox efforts. This includes uninstalling Addictive apps from their smartphones turning off notifications and even physically hiding gaming consoles or other devices that provide instant gratification. The aim is to create a space where low dopamine activities can flourish without the interference of tempting distractions. Alongside this, individuals are encouraged to brainstorm alternative activities to fill the void left by the absence of high dopamine pursuits. They may choose to dedicate time to reading, practicing a hobby, exercising, or engaging in creative endeavors such as painting or writing. To solidify this plan, they create a structured schedule outlining how they will spend their time over the next week, ensuring they are well prepared for the detox experience. As the third day unfolds, the detox commences in earnest. Individuals dive into their newly crafted routines, adhering strictly to the rules they established regarding high dopamine activities. For a full 24 hours, they abstain from engaging in any distractions that provide instant pleasure. This is a transformative experience that challenges them to confront feelings of boredom and restlessness, which naturally arise as the brain seeks the stimulation it has grown accustomed to. During this time, individuals may find themselves exploring new hobbies or rediscovering old ones, such as cooking, gardening, or practicing mindfulness through meditation or yoga. The process of immersing themselves in low dopamine activities not only fosters a sense of calm, but also rekindles their interest in activities that require focus and engagement. Each moment spent away from distractions reinforces their commitment to the detox and allows them to reconnect with their inner selves. By the fourth day, individuals may encounter the initial withdrawal symptoms that accompany their detox journey. As they navigate this challenging terrain, they may feel irritable, anxious, or experience a heightened desire to return to their old habits. Understanding that these sensations are normal helps them to cope more effectively during this period. The importance of implementing strategies to overcome these feelings becomes clear. Techniques such as mindfulness and deep breathing exercises emerge as powerful tools for managing cravings and restoring focus. Individuals might spend time journaling about their experiences, reflecting on the discomfort they feel and recognizing that these emotions are part of their brain's adjustment to a lower stimulation environment. Pushing through these moments of resistance not only builds resilience but also deepens their understanding of their habitual behaviors and the underlying triggers that drive them. The fifth day invites individuals to shift their perspective, focusing on the joy found in low dopamine activities. As they continue their detox, they are encouraged to embrace the simplicity of life without the constant pull of digital distractions, engaging in activities that promote mindfulness, such as enjoying a leisurely walk, practicing yoga, or savoring a good book, becomes an exploration of rediscovered pleasures. Each moment spent away from high dopamine sources offers the chance to appreciate the richness of their surroundings. Individuals may find fulfillment in cooking a nutritious meal, having meaningful conversations with friends or family, or simply enjoying nature. This period of reflection and engagement highlights the value of living in the moment and the fulfillment that can arise from experiences that do not rely on instant gratification. As the sixth day arrives, individuals are prompted to engage in a process of self-reflection, assessing the progress they have made throughout the detox journey. This reflection may take the form of journaling, where they record their thoughts and feelings about the changes they have experienced. They can reflect on improvements in their motivation and focus, noting specific instances where they felt more productive or engaged in their tasks. This introspective practice serves to reinforce their commitment to the detox and helps them identify strategies that worked well for them. Individuals are encouraged to assess their original goals and evaluate whether they need to make any adjustments to their detox plan based on their experiences. This flexibility allows them to tailor their approach, ensuring that the detox is effective and aligns with their unique circumstances and challenges. Finally, as the seventh day approaches, individuals turn their attention toward the future. They reflect on the transformative journey they have undergone and consider how to maintain the benefits of the detox in the long run. This day serves as an opportunity to create a sustainable plan for integrating both high dopamine and low dopamine activities into their lives. They are encouraged to establish clear guidelines for reintroducing certain high dopamine activities while practicing moderation. This might involve setting specific times for social media or limiting the number of hours spent on entertainment. The emphasis is on maintaining a balance that prevents a return to old habits while still allowing for enjoyable activities. Individuals commit to prioritizing low dopamine pursuits that enrich their lives, whether through creativity, physical activity, or quality time with loved ones. Throughout this week-long journey, individuals engage in a process of transformation that reshapes their relationship with pleasure and motivation. The lessons learned during this detox empower individuals to take charge of their lives, fostering a deeper understanding of what brings true joy and fulfillment. As they move forward, they carry with them the knowledge that balance is key, and with mindful practice, they can achieve lasting change. The detox plan serves as a comprehensive guide, leading individuals through a transformative experience that allows them to break free from the cycle of instant gratification. By dedicating time to self-reflection, preparation, implementation, and adjustment, they cultivate greater awareness of their habits and choices. Each day builds upon the previous one, culminating in a renewed perspective on productivity and fulfillment. The journey does not end with the conclusion of the detox. Instead, it marks the beginning of a lifelong commitment to mindful living and intentional choices. As they step away from the detox, individuals find themselves empowered to create a life that resonates with their values and aspirations. The clarity gained from this experience inspires them to continue seeking balance, exploring new interests, and prioritizing activities that nourish their well-being. With each passing day, they embrace the richness of life beyond the confines of instant gratification, fostering a sense of fulfillment that transcends the fleeting pleasures of modern distractions. In this way, the dopamine detox becomes more than just a week-long plan. It evolves into a transformative lifestyle choice, guiding individuals toward a brighter, more purposeful future. Chapter 9: Dopamine Detox. For specific goals in a world saturated with distractions and instant gratification, the practice of dopamine detox offers a way to regain control over one's life and focus on specific goals. The idea is to intentionally reduce engagement in high dopamine activities that contribute to procrastination, unhealthy habits, and a lack of fulfillment. This journey begins with a clear understanding of what one aims to achieve, be it enhancing productivity, improving health and fitness, or increasing mental clarity. When it comes to enhancing productivity, the first step is recognizing the activities that detract from effective work. Many individuals find themselves sinking into the endless scroll of social media, getting lost in video games, or binge-watching television shows. These activities provide immediate pleasure but often lead to wasted hours that could be better spent on more meaningful tasks. Therefore, the focus shifts to creating a structured environment that supports deep work. Setting boundaries around the use of high dopamine activities is crucial. Instead of engaging with social media throughout the day, it is beneficial to allocate specific times for checking notifications or engaging in leisure activities. This can involve creating a daily schedule that prioritizes work tasks in dedicated time blocks, free from digital distractions. For instance, using techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where one works for 25 minutes and then takes a 5-minute break, can significantly boost concentration. This method not only increases productivity but also makes the work feel more manageable, as individuals are focused for shorter, more intense periods rather than being overwhelmed by a long to-do list. The importance of accountability cannot be overstated in this process. Finding a partner to share goals with can enhance commitment and motivation. Regular check-ins can help both individuals stay on track and celebrate progress, no matter how small. Moreover, tracking daily Accomplishments in a journal fosters a sense of achievement and reinforces positive behavior each. Completed task, no matter how minor, adds to the momentum needed to tackle larger projects as focus sharpens and productivity increases. Individuals often experience a newfound sense of control over their work and life. Similarly, when addressing health and fitness goals, a dopamine detox can be transformative. Many people struggle with unhealthy eating habits due to the constant temptation of junk food and convenience meals. Acknowledging these habits is the first step toward change. Often individuals may find that they choose fast food or sugary snacks out of habit or convenience rather than making conscious decisions about their health. To initiate a health-focused detox, the first action is to remove unhealthy options from the home. This involves cleaning out the pantry and fridge, eliminating high-calorie snacks, sugary drinks, and processed foods. By creating a healthier environment, individuals set themselves up for success in place of these unhealthy foods. Stocking the kitchen with fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins is essential. Preparing meals at home allows for better control over ingredients and portion sizes. Meal planning for the week ahead can alleviate the stress of daily decision-making about food and reduce the temptation to indulge in unhealthy choices. Physical activity is another critical aspect of a health-focused detox. Setting specific fitness goals provides direction and motivation, whether aiming to walk a certain number of steps daily, complete specific workout regimen, or participate in sports. These targets make the process tangible. Incorporating a variety of activities such as strength training, cardiovascular workouts, and flexibility exercises can keep the routine enjoyable and engaging. It's also important to celebrate milestones like reaching a fitness goal or sticking to a meal plan for a certain number of days. These celebrations reinforce positive behaviors and create a sense of accomplishment. This social aspect of discipline can be incredibly motivating, as having someone else invested in one's progress fosters a sense of responsibility. Additionally, joining groups or communities centered around personal growth can enhance accountability. Engaging with like-minded individuals who share similar goals encourages collective effort and provides opportunities for learning and collaboration. Setting clear long-term goals is essential for providing direction and maintaining motivation. Individuals should define their aspirations across various areas of life, such as career, health, and personal development. These goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Smart breaking down long-term objectives into smaller, manageable tasks makes the process less daunting and allows for progress tracking. Each completed task serves as a building block toward achieving the overarching goal, creating a sense of momentum that fuels continued effort. Recognizing and celebrating achievements, no matter how small, is another important strategy for maintaining discipline. Acknowledging progress along the journey boosts motivation and reinforces the desire to continue pursuing goals. Celebrations can take many forms, such as treating oneself to something enjoyable, taking time for self-care, or simply reflecting on the hard work that has been put in. These celebrations help create a positive feedback loop where the acknowledgement of accomplishments motivates individuals to strive for even greater success. Maintaining flexibility is crucial in the pursuit of long-term discipline. Life is inherently unpredictable and circumstances may require adjustments to plan and routines. Embracing adaptability allows individuals to stay committed even when faced with setbacks or unexpected challenges. This flexibility may involve altering schedules or modifying goals to better align with current realities. When individuals view change as a natural part of the journey, they cultivate resilience and a growth mindset that enables them to navigate obstacles effectively. Establishing a community of like-minded individuals further enhances long-term discipline. Surrounding oneself with people who share similar goals fosters motivation and accountability. This community can take many forms, such as online forums, local groups, or classes. Engaging with others focused on personal growth encourages a collaborative environment where Strategies are shared, successes are celebrated, and challenges are navigated together. The sense of camaraderie and support can significantly bolster an individual's commitment to discipline. Regularly revisiting and refining goals is essential for sustaining discipline over time. As individuals grow and evolve, their aspirations may shift, necessitating a reassessment of what is truly important. Taking the time to reflect on values and priorities ensures that efforts remain aligned with current goals. This reflection may lead to the discovery of new passions or interests, inspiring fresh motivation and direction. To solidify new habits, individuals should focus on consistency rather than perfection. The pursuit of perfection can be paralyzing and may lead to frustration when expectations are not met. It is natural to have days when motivation wanes or distractions become overwhelming. Embracing progress over perfection allows for a more sustainable approach to discipline. Even small, consistent actions can lead to significant changes over time. Recognizing that setbacks are a normal part of the journey fosters resilience and encourages individuals to keep moving forward. The journey of maintaining long-term discipline is ongoing and requires dedication, self-awareness, and the willingness to adapt to change. By establishing good habits, creating supportive environments, setting clear goals, and building accountability, individuals can successfully navigate the challenges of maintaining focus and productivity. This commitment to discipline ultimately leads to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life where individuals can thrive and achieve their aspirations. Chapter 10: Final Thoughts. The journey toward mastering dopamine regulation culminates in a powerful realization that achieving a fulfilling life requires intentional effort and discipline. The process begins with a deep understanding of how our brains work and the effects of constant stimulation. Recognizing that modern society bombards us with distractions, it becomes clear that taking control over one's life is not just a choice but a necessity for anyone seeking greater satisfaction and productivity. As one embarks on the path of change, it is crucial to start with self-awareness. Understanding personal habits and triggers is essential. It is helpful to observe which activities lead to mindless scrolling, endless gaming, or excessive snacking. Keeping a journal to track daily behaviors and emotions can illuminate patterns that contribute to unhealthy dopamine levels. This initial step lays the groundwork for change, emphasizing the importance of knowing oneself. Establishing clear goals for a dopamine detox is another significant aspect of this journey. Goals provide direction and motivation, whether the objective is to increase focus at work, improve physical health, or foster meaningful relationships. Setting specific intentions helps maintain accountability. By articulating these goals, one can measure progress and stay committed to the process. Ensuring that every action taken is aligned with personal aspirations. Preparation is key to success. Creating an environment conducive to change can make a significant difference. This involves removing distractions from one's surroundings, such as uninstalling addictive apps, hiding gaming consoles, and eliminating junk food from the kitchen. By creating a space that promotes healthy habits, the temptation to revert to old patterns diminishes. This proactive approach ensures that the detox journey is less about fighting cravings and more about embracing new fulfilling activities. Implementing the detox itself requires dedication. The commitment to restrict high dopamine activities for a set period can be challenging. Embracing mindfulness techniques helps navigate this phase. Practicing deep breathing or meditation can ease feelings of restlessness or irritability. Recognizing these feelings as temporary and natural can empower one to push through. It becomes essential to replace old habits with new low dopamine activities, such as reading, exercising, or engaging in creative pursuits. These activities not only occupy time but also gradually restore enjoyment in life's simple pleasures. As the detox progresses, the importance of reflection becomes apparent. Regularly assessing how one feels physically and mentally allows for adjustments to be made. Keeping a daily journal can facilitate this process, encouraging the exploration of thoughts and Emotions that arise during the detox, this reflection period fosters growth and insight, revealing which strategies work best and which need modification. The understanding that progress takes time becomes a vital lesson in patience and perseverance. Finding joy in low dopamine activities is a significant turning point as the detox continues. It becomes increasingly evident that pleasure does not solely derive from instant gratification. Engage in a walk in nature, savoring a book, or enjoying a heartfelt conversation can bring a deeper sense of fulfillment. This shift from seeking immediate pleasure to appreciating the richness of simpler activities marks a profound transformation. It serves as a reminder that real happiness lies not in constant stimulation but in moments of connection and presence. Maintaining discipline after the detox is crucial for long-term success. Establishing new routines that prioritize productive habits ensures that the insights gained during the detox are not lost. Creating a daily schedule that incorporates exercise, reading, and quality time with loved ones reinforces positive changes. It is essential to continue to identify high dopamine triggers and actively manage them. This ongoing effort cultivates resilience and prevents regression into old habits. The realization that occasional indulgence is acceptable is another important lesson. It is not about complete deprivation, but rather about striking a balance, allowing oneself to enjoy certain high dopamine activities in moderation.